Okay, so I have been just not feeling great the last few days, and I really had to chase this trade when I saw it happening. So here we go. Move the next target way off because I think it has a pretty good chance after what it's been doing. But I will be prepared for an exit. Oops. If the time comes. This may pull back, but I'm pretty sure it's going to keep going even if it does pull back. See, just drop from here. Strength down is good for it. Starting to turn here is really good for it. What I'm not really in love with is right here. The strength up the MACDs. Move 2 ticks behind break even. Hit my target but didn't take me. It's always fun, right? Still just sitting there. I'm going to move 2 ticks behind this area if it takes off. And I am very optimistic with my target way down here. Push past this area. I'll move my stop down just a little bit. It's at that 0 line where it could definitely give a bounce on the 1597, but if you're looking at the strength down of the MACDs here, there's a ton of room for this to run. There's a ton of strength behind it. We've seen this happen several times. Pull up to this area and push down. This is an area where it can snap back. And where can it snap back to? Right where I have my risk. Leaving my finger on the close button. This is not rolling down, but that's alright. This market could pop up really quick and take that exit out. Or it could pop down really quick and take that target out. Got room to snap back to here. These are starting to roll up. So right here is where the target should be, considering we've got really a lot of room to snap back. But do I want to allow it to do that? That's the question. I'll give it just a moment. A little bit higher pivot. Not a big fan of it, but it's happened plenty of times and pulled back and pushed down. Because even with this pullback here, these MACDs have not pulled back at all. They're still showing strength down. So what I've been doing is moving my risk along with what's happened with these little mini pivots here, which you know, can snap back and pull you out really easily. And the MACDs are showing some strength up. So on the 610, so I'm not the biggest fan of the double exits. I'm going to go ahead and take, I'm just going to snap back into the area. Kind of it right here. Got to turn from here. I'm going to just give myself a tick on it. There we go. Not rolling down here. We need to see it rolling down. Do like the way the MACDs have not pulled back with strength. This could pop up pretty easily. Long bar on the higher time frame. There it goes where it's got to push down from. Okay. So I was following my risk a little too closely earlier, and I'm glad that I stuck with what I did. This may not push through here. We got to really see this MACD push down. Tiny little bar. Finger on the close button. Actually, just going to pull it in just a little bit to a point. And the reversal, the pullback wasn't very much. When I said pullback wasn't much, I mean right in here. I don't see much happening. It's this higher time frames that I'm not a huge fan of. And then I'll take my point maybe and run, but really just holding this is the right thing to do. Below the 0 line. I think I'm not going to lose any more than a point on it. I'm going to take a full point on this. So I think that was, what, 3 points? What's today? Today is the 18th. I missed a couple of days of trading. Oh, we got 3 ticks. So 2.75. So it was right at that area that could definitely give a turn, but the only thing that, yeah, I could have taken all my points out back here. But the only thing about this is you know, it's given that snap back. It was an area that was flat, so yeah, it could definitely violate it, but it was at an area that could continue pushing down. So what may happen here is it pulls back a little bit more and pushes down. I guess we'll just wait and see a moment. Oh, I was not going to let this come back to break even. That's for sure. So definitely missed a lot of what's been going on the last 2 days. I've been a little bit under the weather, so let's just kind of take a peek-see at it. It has been just amazing down. There were a ton of pullbacks and areas to take shorts. And, you know, I watched some of these, and they were going to be really hard to take because it would have been going against a lot of what the lower time frame is saying, but it pulled back several times. I mean, just hanging out here saying, please join me. It pulled back here, pulled back here, pulled back here, here and here, and here and here and here. And then as today started, right about here, there was definitely some opportunity for the shorts. I mean, I watched a lot of this. I'm just, when I'm not feeling good, I don't trade. So I saw the long opportunity actually right in here. I believe I marked it about here on my other chart, but I always take it off when I mark those because they influence me. And then I was creating a video for another one of the students, and noticed that the short was setting up, so I had to scramble to get to it, which actually put me in just a little bit late on it. But I think that may be all I do for today. Yeah, I don't like having to chase that, but I feel like a lot of these trades, to really get in the way that I trade, you gotta kind of chase them. Because I don't trade directly from the area. I wait for signals, and so with how fast the market's moving, you know, waiting for those signals can put you in a little bit later. I think more than anything, because of the way the market's moving and the way it's been moving, that it just makes me a little overly cautious. So what I'll probably spend this weekend doing, since now the market seems to be wanting to move for us, I'll probably spend this weekend doing some market replays with some trending markets to get my mind back, excuse me, to get my mind back on the flow of being able to follow the trend instead of wait for the perfect trade, because as you can see, there really is no perfect trade. I mean, shorts from here and 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 here. So it's really just getting in when it pulls back, when you have a strong trending market like this. So also, something else I want to talk about with a strong trending market are divergences. You know, I was recognizing that we were having divergences set up on all three tick charts, and you can't really see that, so we're okay. What's happening is there's definitely divergence on all 4 of my time frames, all 4 of my tick charts, but that doesn't really make the biggest difference when you've had a strong trending market. Divergences are anticipated to break. So I'm anticipating this to continue down actually from here. I'm just not in it. Not with it. I don't feel 100% today. I think I may have gotten a little bug, which is good. Let's knock this bug out before school starts next week. So this may be just a great little M pivot too. Let's look at this like that. All right, so just a teeny week recap. The trade I took, I did chase a little. The entrance was, you had an entrance here with lower pivots. You had an entrance here with lower pivots. I just really had to jump on with this one, honestly. It did put my risk right above here, which I was pulling in, and I pulled back. Because I was anticipating this to go down like it's about to right now. It's actually given a pretty good setup. I'm late on it again. I think my brain is just too foggy. But it did give the opportunity for a pushback down here. When these long bars started closing at the top and the MACDs didn't roll over, it told me it was time to get out. So as I said, this may continue down, especially with this lower pivot here, the lower pivot here below the 0 line. Just gave a pullback before it's going to continue. I'm not going to be in this one. I'm just probably about to go to bed. Just give a little bit of a wedge, but I don't think that this wedge is really going to hold things up. So this is like called it, you know, an M pivot, an ABC pivot. So this is the first leg, this would be A. This is the second leg, this would be B. This is the third leg, this would be C, which is the big C. You would anticipate pushing down further past everything. Okay. Maybe it's the sunburn that's making me feel under the weather. That might be it. Anyway, it goes. That's all she wrote for me for today. Oh God, there she goes. It's hard to watch this when you know where it's going. And you just know that your brain isn't on function to... This is probably going to go down to where my target was. And just looking at this now with a little bit more hindsight and clarity, it's just... It was definitely a signal to exit. And not wait for it to pull all the way back. And then re-enter. Definitely a signal here. This reversal bar, so far away from everything, it was going to snap back and it was going to give a deeper retrace. That's all she wrote for today, guys. I'm going to go edit out all of my coughing and sneezing and catch y'all next week. School does start for my kiddos on Tuesday, which I am slightly excited about. That means no more sleeping in, though. And, you know, even if sleeping in is until 8 o'clock, no more sleeping in for anybody, and some regular bedtimes. Oh, looks like this wedge is really trying to hold up. Nah. I don't give it a lot of weight. This is the one that... So the whole time these are pushing down, the MACDs are still pushing up on our 10-946. Which maybe what this is finally trying to do is give a decent enough pullback to give us a push down in the 10-946, which I need to change these colors. I don't like them very much. They're the same as my 610. Alright, well, y'all have fun with it. If you got any questions, let me know.